So, steel wire is good. Stump moss, we're still... we're still stumped for stump moss. Carlos! Yeah, I know, that was a Carlos moment. Alright, we are here today taking a look at a brand new open world survival sandbox game, In Among the Trees. This is something I caught wind of probably about a month ago, I want to say. I got a key sent my way to check it out, and unfortunately I've just been super busy with a bunch of stuff, but I finally checked it out this weekend. Man, it is absolutely gorgeous. This just might possibly be, at least artistically, the best looking survival open world game I've ever seen. I would put it up there among like The Long Dark, and like The Long Dark isn't really realistic looking, but it has a really awesome artistic art style to it. And this right here, even in a pre-alpha version, I feel blows it out of the water. Now, is it going to be as in-depth as The Long Dark? Absolutely not. It's a pre-alpha game, there's a ton of things missing, but I took it out for a spin for maybe 5 minutes or so just to kind of get acquainted with it, to show it off to you guys, and oh man, it's so good. Let's get to it. Alright, so we awaken. I first saw this, I'm a sucker for stuff like this. Like, I don't know what it is. The only complaint I have so far is that I can't seem to mess around with, like, sensitivity. So, my sensitivity is a little bit off. Like, it feels very stiff. Like, if I'm turning around, it's like, you know, I gotta, like, move my mouse. A little bit too much to my liking. You know, I wish it was a bit more sensitive, but so be it. That's my only complaint thus far. Everything else, in the 5 minutes I played, I was like, this is so good. We'll get around right now to, like, you know, going out and looking about. But what I want to do right now is just kind of get this up and running. Your first task. That thing over there threw me off. Press tab to open your backpack. Sure, here's my backpack. All the stuff we can carry. This is stuff that we have equipped. So right now we only have the default outfit. Probably is the only outfit we'll see for a while. It's a pre-alpha game, as I mentioned. And we have our backpack over here. But our first task is to get this cabin up and running, because that's going to be how we get most of our surviving done. So right now, I mean, unlike The Long Dark, when you're in a frosty tundra, here you seem to be just like in some straight-up forest of some kind. A very beautiful forest. The lighting is so good. There's a night and day transition, obviously, as well. We have our little dudes over there in the bottom right corner to tell us if we're hungry, how cold it is, yada, yada, yada. Right now, I know the first thing we need early is going to be the old fear? Fear? No, it's not fear. It's hold up. I know what I'm talking about. The fur plank. Fortunately for us, most of them are going to be around here. I'll tell you this much. I got as far as making the cabin, and then I was like, yeah, this looks really good. I want to show this off to you guys, so that's where I stopped. So from that point, I'm going to be running a little bit blind, but right now, early on, we can collect most of this here. I don't think we have to really worry about any sort of, like, predatory dangers right now, especially around this area. What I remember is that it's going to give us a bed for us to rest and a place for us to save, and also a storage box. And then within there, we get to build a bunch of different other rooms to expand, like crafting rooms and cooking and stuff like that. We still need 2 more sticks. So, I mean, pray tell, how am I in a forest and I can't find sticks? I mean, that just sounds a little bit too crazy for my liking, you know what I'm saying? Here's 2 more of them right here. And as a matter of fact, there's quite a couple more over here as well. Now I want to get this done just so we have at least something completed, but we'll definitely be going out here and investigating out and about here pretty soon. Not only for your guys' sake for watching the video, but also for my curiosity, because man, it looks so gorgeous. Let's go ahead and build. Cabin. Features unlock sleep, save, and storage. New extension, so we can now expand the cabin going outward. So we have a cooking room, a crafting room, and a storage attic. Got it, thank you. Pop this open, let's get in here. You automatically close? Yes, you do. It took a long time when I first came in here the first time. I was like, why won't it close? It's gonna bother my OCD. But automatically it does it by itself, so I don't have to worry about it. I can just come in, forget about it, and I'm all happy about stuff. Crafting room. So this would be the first thing I think we have to go for. Just so we have tools, because right now all we have is our bare hands and I ain't gonna do it. This will be for extra storage, and this will be for cooking room. Luckily, we can survive off of the button mushrooms for the most part. Obviously, we cook them, we get a better beneficial thing to it, but right now we have to go just raw, baby. So let's put stuff away right now. This we have to cook for a fact, which is the beets, bears, Battlestar Galactica. So 12, 3, and 1, and luckily we could also note the items so we know that we have them right there. And what do we know? We know for a fact that we have 1. So in reality, all we really need is 12. Let's do a quick save here. Very good. And let's go, well, actually, let me Let me pop these mushrooms as I said I would. Let's fill it up completely. Put this in here just so we have all potential of carrying capability. So let's go ahead and choose somewhere to go to. Let's go down this way. I kind of want to leave that little sunny area for a bit later and kind of continue down this path because we kind of like broached here a little bit when we were looking for those sticks. So, the one problem that's going to arise right now is I believe that we had planks over there because apparently that's a cabin that somebody lived in and we just kind of fixed up for ourselves. So, we're not going to be able to find those planks out in the wild out here. So I think what we got to do at the very least using a little bit of common sense and deduction would be to look for man-made areas. Man-made areas that have been abandoned or destroyed over time, who knows. Now, if you're asking if there's a backstory to this game, like some sort of apocalypse or something, no, I don't think there's much of a story yet, at least that I've noted from the description of the game. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I really haven't looked into the description of the game too much. I just, I fell in love with the art style, and I was like, oh, well, I gotta play this now. So who knows about the story? But it doesn't look too apocalyptic, that's for sure. So let's just assume it's a survival game. We apparently just landed here. You know, why not? We landed here in this forest and, well, this is man-made for sure. I mean, trees don't grow like that. Lockpick required. Oh, we don't have that, do we? Nope, we don't. What about you? We need an axe. Well, it's a good thing that I'm over here trying to make that crafting room then, right? So we got the steel wire already, which is good. We do need some of that. And I'm seeing a bunch of plank around here, too. What do you got for me? Old rags and the Ruby Beat Bears Battlestar Galactica seeds.
Instant replay, please.
Old rags and the Ruby... Much more steel wire. Very good. So we just need one more now. The plank's going to be the really big problem here, I have to imagine. But with any luck, we could find all 12 of them here. And we could just go back, crafting room it up. What do you got for me? Old rags and nails. I think I just clicked leave, right? That's it. Silly. Wait, did I do the same thing over here? I think I somehow, my brain might have, yeah. I know the comments, go back and delete your comment if you left it there. I can't believe you didn't pillage that stuff over there. For some reason, I did not read, I just saw the box there and I imagined, without looking at it, that it was like a take all button. I did not read that it said leave until I finally did over here, and I was like, wait a second, we gotta go back to the first one. Oh, people love it in the comments when I do that. They always tell me in very caring and loving words how much of a genius I am. Wrong! So, steel wire is good. Stump moths, we're still... we're still stumped for stump moths. Carlos! Yeah, I know, that was a Carlos moment. With any luck, yes. Okay. So now we're just missing 6 planks. And that's going to be the hard part, I imagine, too, because now we're kind of relegated to just looking for man-made structures in order to make this happen. My inventory is also completely stocked up, so we should probably go back and dump whatever we do have here. So now the question becomes, where do you think we could find more man-made structures? Further down there? But if we go further down there, we're going really, really far away from our base here. I mean, it is also apparently sunset. So it might not be the worst idea to kind of go back, put our inventory away, have a little chow, get a little sleep, and then maybe in the morning we go towards that golden sunlight area that I wanted to check out. Yeah. Alright, so we had a nice little sleep off after first day. Day 2 is starting. We are indeed starving, but it's so beautiful out there that I don't even care about the fact that I'm over here starving to death. I mean, I care a little bit here. So, unfortunately, as you can see now, my storage box is completely loaded up. I looked around the house before I actually went to get to sleep, and I got some extra stuff here. But, we are 5 plank away from making our crafting room. So we're gonna go over to the golden-looking area over there and check that out. Right now, though, we are starving, so let me get some of my mushrooms, and let's go ahead and pop a few shrooms here. What's the worst that could happen? Boom. Boom, that's fine. Unfortunately, because I'm loaded up here, we'd have to carry these with me, even though I don't really need them right now at the moment, huh? That's a shame. I guess what I could do is just take the shrooms that we can eat and leave the stuff that we cannot, right? That's fine. So, we have everything right now, but 5 plank is what we're missing. So even though it says 0 of 0 over there, we know better. We know better. So let's come over here to the golden area. Right now, our goal destination is going to be, again, to look for a man-made structure, because that's going to be the way for us to get some plank. Now, I wonder if we could get across this water, too, or is this going to be like, you fall in, you instantly die? Doesn't seem too deep, but I'm not really sure about the meta of the game. The limitations of the game, you could Oh, I think I just found... Yep, that is totally a man-made structure, too. Okay, so if that's the case, there's got to either be a bridge or just take the old Pearl River plunge here and just go for it. It doesn't look that deep. The problem is that it looks fairly frosty over here too, so I guess it can't be that good for a temperature to be getting our feet wet here and just walking around with really soggy, wet boots, but hey, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Alright, so our structure is straight ahead over there. I seen a little bit of moss here. I'm just looking around here to see if there's any of those little cattails to munch on. See, I'm just going by, like, long dark logic here. Cattails? No cattails? That's a shame. Here we go. Planks, please show up. We have more steel wire. Very good. This time, Falcon, make sure that you take everything right. Don't click. You know what would be nice, though? Inventory. Oh, that's no good. That is no good at all because we're here for that. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? I got plenty of sticks. Discard that. And everything else, hoof of fungus, cannot be eaten raw. Get out of here. What do you think you are? Plank. So we need at least 5. If we can find more, that's good because the other crafting stuff that we can do in our base does require more planks anyway. But I have also a feeling that if we create our axe, we could probably break these bad boys down for planks, right? I mean, the boxes themselves are kind of made of planks, so no space in the inventory for bolts. See, that also seems very important to me. So something's got to go again. Something's got to go. What's going to go? That's a good question. You know what? Chicory? Cooked, can't be eaten raw? Get out of here, Chikorita. The only grass Pokemon for me is Bulbasaur, not Chikorita. Yeah. We have enough plank to make the crafting room. So, let's go back, let's get that happening. And then what I'm going to assume is that once we have... Do I have room for you? Yes, I do. And you for food. What I'm going to assume is that once we get the plank, we have 2 destinations again. Go back to the initial spot that we went to that was man-made. We'll break those boxes down and hopefully get some goodies out of it. Alright, home sweet home. This actually would be a home sweet home. Like, it's so small and everything, but just being around this much nature would be ideal. You say that now, Falcon, but you'd probably be different once you couldn't get a Wi-Fi signal. I guess you're probably right, sure. But the idea of this outside of the city just seems so freaking welcoming to me. Alright, anyway, let's, get you... No, not you. Let's get you up and running. So all we need right now is the rest of the plank that we should have over here. Can I carry even all of it? No. Uh-oh, this might be a problem now. Steel pipe, go in there. Oh, rag, go in there. Okay, there we go. So let's start off over here by crafting room. Absolutely. Craft tools, resources, and objects. Very good. Oh, look at that. Look at its entire extension to the cabin. There we go. So we have a little bit more breathing room now. Perfect. Craft items. Can make nails, bolts, metal plates, reinforced planks, steel wire, sewing thread. Glue as well. Tools. Here's what I'm looking for, the big bad boy. We need 4 of these ropes and 2 bolts. I hope I have bolts in here. If not, we only have... Oh, I only have 1 anymore. We could probably make more, so don't freak out just yet. Now, do you get, like, multiple bolts for 1 pipe? Because I'm just saying, you have a long pipe, you have a couple of little bolts. I guess you could probably turn that pipe into a couple of those, sure. I'm always thinking of 1 bolt, but in reality, it's a handful of them. Alright, that's fine. Come over here. Make our woodsman axe. Alright. That is what's up. Let's bring this bad boy out. There's a little swing in there. Alright. So, with this done, we have a map. Old rags. I think I have enough old rags, and the mulberries are used to make the raft. Perfect. Okay, and then compass. More bolts! Well, we have more pipes, so we can use the pipes to make that. We also need another nail. But wait, Falcon. Before you get too crazy with those items, what about the storage? Right. Requires nails and wires, so don't use everything up right now, because we're going to need that. We also need a cooking room eventually, too, which requires bolts. So yeah, don't use up all your resources right now. It would be nice, but you know, we have boxes to destroy. We could probably find some of that stuff in the boxes. You're right. You're right, brain. Thanks for stopping me on doing something foolish right now. It's something drastic. On occasion, you know, you have to have a conversation with your brain. And map. Perfect. At least we could kind of like not get lost too. Luckily for us, the map, or at least the cabin, is always kind of like in our overworld. But now we can kind of hopefully map stuff up over here. So for instance, we could zoom on in. So check this out. Over here is the man-made structure we know of, and that's that. So we already are going to keep it in our memory bank. So now we can go over there, and we have the entire world to explore in reality. Speaking of which, I haven't seen this big bear that it spoke of. Not that I want to see it, because I imagine the moment I see the bear, that's going to be game over for me. But I'm just saying, in terms of like from far off a distance, we've seen birds, we've seen rabbits, but no bear. Haha! Boats, absolutely. Of course, lockpick. Now that I mention it, or now that I'm not mentioning it, but now that I reminded myself because of this, I did not see a lockpick recipe. At least it was not one of the ones that we could make ourselves. Maybe it was one of the locked ones that was like, you know, locked off. Nice, alright. At least we're getting a bunch of stuff here that's going to be required to save my steel and wire. If we can find the nails and bolts, we don't have to use up our resources to make it, so that's kind of a good stuff here. Alright. There we go. You can indeed be timbered down. How many planks do we need? I mean, all of them. I need all the planks. Timber! It's wrong direction, but sure. As long as you don't get lost into... You kind of got lost into the... Yeah, you see? You're clipping through the thing there. Ooh, it's really dark now. Oh, I remember you guys. The hoof fungus. Well, once we get the cooking room, we could probably use the hoof fungus. Let's bring you down as well. How many planks do we have? I don't think we have that many. Should have probably put a note for something that I want to build afterwards. Or a little traveling here, but whatever. Okay, so I guess I found out, I thought I could be smooth and like work and cut down trees through the night so I have enough to build a room before we actually sign off, but my temperature's dropping now at nighttime. It gets too cold to be out here. At the very least right now with our default outfit, I'm pretty sure more than likely we'll be able to like craft outfits eventually, let you like, you know, wander at nighttime. But right now it was getting too cold, it was frosting the screen up, now it's gone, there you go. Well, let's see if I have, oh, I'm still way far out from that. I think I could probably make you. I think. I would have to turn the steel pipe into bolts, but does the steel pipe, is that required for any of you guys? No. So you know what? We could take the bolts that we have, or at least the pipes that we have, turn them into bolts, and then we can make the kitchen table, and we'll call it an episode here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more of this. We could definitely come back and do some more. I'm all about exploring a bit more. As I mentioned, though, as you probably saw already as well, it's a pre-alpha. There's a lot of things missing, obviously. I'm not sure how much more there is to do, but there's definitely a couple more things for us to build over here, especially the attic, and see how that goes, and more exploration to be done. But all the information for this will be down below in case you want to pick it up for yourselves. And as I mentioned, if you guys want me to do a bit more, you know exactly what to do with the video. Let's go ahead and build. There she is. Let's get some sleep. Let's look at this in the daytime so we can get a nice little look at it. Day 3, starving. Beautiful sunlight coming in through. And here's our kitchen. Let's see how this bad boy operates. Do we have anything to cook? Yeah, we have a couple of things. You know what? I want to cook the beets, though. We've been storing them long enough. Bring 2 of these boots. These boot beets out here. Oh, we can make a greenhouse, which is all the reason why we're getting the seeds. There you go. It's nice. Okay, that's awesome. All right, cook food. Let me get this beet. Fills you up really well. What if I add this hoof? Okay. What if I want to do like temperature? So right now it's not really too important because I guess the feature isn't really added. But eventually we could also make stuff that increases our temperature when it gets too cold. Very good. So right now I guess we don't really need to add any more. This should be enough. Preparation time. Let's cook, but more than likely we need fire. But we have sticks, so add them in there. And there it is. We're gonna have ourselves a nice beet soup, more than likely. Look at that. Alright, we have a jar of beet. Cooked food? No, it's beet soup. Gives a little bit of a buff here and there, too. Nice, alright. Well, there you guys have it. Among trees. Beautiful. I'm very excited about checking more of this out into the development as well. If you guys want to see more, you know what to do. I'll catch you next time.